3, 2, 1.
Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading, in particular, mystery reading number 1004. My name is Elizabeth, and before getting into this reading, if you are a recurring viewer and you enjoy my work and would like to help support it, you can do so by sticking around and hitting that subscribe button down below and ringing the notification bell next to it if you feel called to. And if you do feel called to subscribe and stick around, welcome and thank you very much for your support as well as your presence during this reading. I feel that it may be good for somebody watching this reading to take a few deep breaths. Maybe you feel stressed or overwhelmed or anxious, and this is just an opportunity for you to slow down and calm down and relax. I want to say that at this time, while you are watching this reading, you are safe. It may even be helpful to remind yourself that everything is going to be okay, that you will figure it out, or that things will figure themselves out. Getting into interpreting number 1004, number 1 is about trusting yourself. And given what we said about taking deep breaths, this feels very relevant and helpful. To trust in yourself, your strength, your choices. I want to say especially your choices. I believe that trusting yourself is a reflection of trusting in the universe. You have instincts, you have an intuition, and you can trust them. Maybe it would be a good time to give you a reminder that anxiety is loud and your intuition is quiet. If you feel fear, is it because your intuition is trying to tell you something, or it's out recognizing a pattern, or are you just afraid of the unknown and you're afraid of the worst possible outcome? I feel like it's really important for somebody here to differentiate between your intuition and your fear. Your intuition and the stress, your intuition and the frustration. What is your gut telling you? Not your feelings, your gut, your instincts. It makes a lot of sense talking about instincts and your intuition in 1004 with the number 4. And I'll tell you why after I talk about the zeros, which are about cycles and change. It can be about loss. It can also be about some sort of gain, beginnings and endings. There could definitely be some scary changes that someone is going through, or if your intuition is recognizing a pattern, maybe there is some sort of cycle here that you feel caught up in, and maybe it's time to try something differently, to try to get a different outcome. The number 4 is about mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical stability. It's connected to your ancestors. Your ancestors want you to feel safe and secure enough to be able to thrive and not just survive. And it's okay if trying to survive right now is your main priority. I think it always should be, anytime it comes to your awareness that it's something that you should be focused on. This could be a good opportunity for you to really, really not only trust yourself, but also believe in yourself and your strength and what you're capable of facing and overcoming. There could be some sort of mental or physical trauma that's significant that I feel can help you really see how strong you actually are. You're not as fragile as your fears make yourself out to be. As long as you keep your hope and your faith, I believe that you will always have your strength. Hope and faith in yourself and in the universe. In the possibility that you and the universe can work together to create more safety, security, and stability in your life. And I really do want you to know that you are part of a greater, bigger, collective movement. So never feel like all of this struggle is for nothing. It's not only going to benefit you, but it will also benefit the people around you and just the collective as a whole. I want to say without you, there is no me. And that's just another way of saying, I think without each other, humanity, we have nothing. Or we most definitely don't have as much as we do now. Never forget how connected we all are, not just to help you not feel alone, but also to remember how powerful you are as an individual person because of how powerful we are collectively when we come together. If you want more unity and collaboration in the world, there needs to be more unity and collaboration within yourself, loving and accepting all of the light and the dark that exists within you. One second. Ooh. I rarely sneeze during readings, but it's been happening a little bit lately. Usually it's a sign about blessings. And I feel like that's a really good reminder with the kind of heavy type of reading that we are doing right now. Something good will come out of this. I always tell myself, or used to tell myself, that pain equals potential. How much pain and suffering you're going through is a direct reflection of how much potential there is for you to feel, to heal and to be at peace and to thrive. I guess it's just a matter of how hard you're willing to fight for it. And I think recognizing your worth and the fact that you deserve more and that you are worth that kind of fight might help you keep moving forward. Keep the faith in yourself. I really, really think that your ancestors are trying to cheer you on from the other side. I think they're really trying to encourage you to keep fighting, keep going, and keep being the difference. I'm really feeling something strongly here about having a positive impact on future generations, maybe the children in your life, your own children, nieces, nephews, or if you're a teacher and you work with students, I feel like you could be a real role model for younger people, whether they're in your life or not. I think seeing your own strength, your own human strength, helps the young people around you, or younger people, depending on how old you are. It really helps them see the same within themselves. Especially if they are very young kids, you know? Because they say they absorb things like sponges, so be mindful how you hold yourself, express yourself, what you do around children, or even teenagers, you know? Adding up these numbers, 1 plus 0 is still 1, plus 4 is 5, and this number is about change and transformation. I really feel like this is very, very strongly encouraging you to let the changes that you are going through, no matter how scary they are, let them mold you into who you deserve to be, which is somebody who uses their pain and their struggle as a source of fuel to empower themselves rather than destroy themselves. Not only is this an opportunity for you to heal a relationship with the universe, but also really with yourself. You may feel called to do some inner child healing and to heal in a way that shows you how to nurture and protect yourself in the way that your parents might have should have done. I feel something here about coulda, woulda, shoulda. And it feels like there's some sort of frustration attached to it. And I'm going to let you interpret that as you see fit, if it does resonate for you. I'm going to go ahead and move into the cards portion of this reading, starting with about 4 playing cards here. We're going to see what wants to come through for you first. Oh boy. So the first card that I have is the Queen of Wands. It says jealousy and selfish. This represents someone who is insecure, doesn't have very high self-confidence. This could be yourself or someone else. I have the 9 of Wands, strong and perseverance. There's confirmation there to believe and trust in your strength, in your hope, or the hope, rather, for better, to help you keep going. Number 9 is about purpose and helping the world release what no longer works. There's so much purpose in how you move forward right now. And you can choose to have a positive impact on the collective or those around you instead of a negative one. You have the 5 of Wands, competitive, conflict. This could be some sort of competitive conflict within yourself or with another person. Either way, I do feel that there's a lot of frustration here because all of these cards are wands, which are about passion. Make sure having the passion exist in itself is not a bad thing, but how you use it can be a bad thing. So make sure you're using this passion constructively as fuel to keep fighting for better. We have the 8 of Swords, trapped, hopelessness. It does feel like whoever's watching this video, you are feeling overwhelmed. I'm going to take this one card, I'm not going to take it. We have the Jack of Hearts, or the Knight of Cups, moody trickster. This Jack and this Queen are either two sides of yourself, the side of you that's moody deceptive, jealous, selfish. These are two sides of another person, or this is one person, someone who is jealous and selfish, and this is another person, someone who is moody and dishonest. Either way, there's a lot of darkness here. A lot of darkness, and I can just see why frustration is showing up so much. One second. Number 8 is about loss. Trusting that what is lost will be replaced, by the way. And I do want to say as well, because of how much darkness is here, there's also a lot of potential for there to be a lot of light, a lot more awareness, a lot more learning. And you can choose to be more aware, more conscious, or to attract people who are more aware and more conscious. But I'm going to draw the 3 cards now from these box of cards. Starting with song lyrics. We have the number 41 on it. 4 plus 1 is 5. Confirmation of change. And allowing these changes to transform you as a person, or transforming as a person and embracing the changes or the losses, the consequences that come with it. These song lyrics are from the song Myself by Bazzi. It says, I'm focused on the future, don't care about nothing else, I'm better by myself. Yeah. It does feel a lot like there is a person or a relationship that is time to let go of, because there's not enough cooperation. There's too much competition. You can discern for yourself where the competition is coming from. Interesting. The next card says, expect the worst, but hope for the best. We have 7 plus 8, or 78 at the top. 7 plus 8 is 15, 1 plus 5 is 6, which is about a choice between self-love and self-destruction, encouraging you to choose self-love, whether it's to walk away or to keep fighting in a situation. Do what honors your worth and what you deserve. You don't have to wait forever for somebody to catch up. You can walk away at any time. Expect the worst, but hope for the best is like telling you that you can hope for a better outcome, but it's really important for you to be okay if it's not the outcome that you wanted. It can almost be a warning that you're not going to get the outcome that you want. The last card from this box. Wow. Says you have to be open to darkness. And I did say there's a lot of darkness here. So instead of pushing it down or running away from it, face it. Work through it. Overcome it. Turn it into light, which is representative of awareness and consciousness. And the other side of this card has a yin and yang symbol with number 111 and 222. I had another reading previously, I think, or maybe the one before that, where it had a card with 111 and 222 on it, but it says, accept darkness, embrace light, accept death, embrace life. Put it on this side. Given what's on the back of the card, though, there's a lot more focus here on the dark than the light. With the yin and yang symbol, there is light in the dark. There is something good, a silver lining. Even if it may not seem that great, you can learn and grow from this to better understand how to manifest and attract better people, better outcomes, better situations in your life. And I just get this strong feeling that there needs to be more balance between the dark and the light. What you know, what you don't know, masculinity, femininity, being more passive, being more assertive. I think it's very possible that it's important for you to learn how to be more assertive in what you deserve and want. Honestly, it could be important for somebody to just focus on themselves, like it says right here with this song, and to heal and to learn and to really understand the darkness that exists within you and how it's creating more darkness in your life, and how to tap into the light that already exists within you to create more light in your life. You deserve that a lot. And I do encourage you to look into the yin and yang symbol if you feel called to. I'm going to wrap up this reading by drawing out one more card from these index cards. What am I feeling like I want to say but can't find the word for? So I have a card, an index card that says, if I was to ever marry, I would want it to be with you. So for somebody, this is a reading that is very clearly about a marriage. And somebody isn't being honest or transparent about how they feel. So it feels like somebody is taking too much. You apply those descriptors where you see fit. And I'm not here to tell you whether to stay or to walk away, whether this is a literal marriage or more symbolic of any commitment in your life. I think it's really, really important to take a step back and think about how you really feel and how you think it, what the best way forward it truly is for you. Given this card that with the song Myself by Bazzi, and I just saw number 111 on the timer about trusting yourself. That number can also be a number to trust myself, and what I'm feeling for somebody is that it may be best to walk away based on what I'm seeing in the cards and the numbers. It feels like there's a situation here that the amount of work does not match the amount of effort that someone is willing to put in. Somebody's intentions here don't feel genuinely open to fighting the right fight, And again, this doesn't have to be about marriage for somebody, but it most definitely is. And I feel like this marriage is putting so much onto you. There's too much conflict. It just feels like too much. And being strong and having perseverance doesn't have to be about staying in a situation that feels too difficult. Sometimes it can just be about having the strength to maintain your hope and finding the right person for you. Or even being comfortable with the idea of being alone. Strength can be taken in many different forms. I encourage you to take it as you feel called for this reading, even if it's not for some sort of marriage. It feels like it's time to put yourself first, be strong, have hope, and walk away from people or situations that are really, really just distracting you from having what you deserve and from fighting the right fight You know, you might feel called here to choose your battles wisely.